Today's example is going to be about the amortization program. I'm going to click on amortization, go conventional, fixed, and unless you really are doing something special, you can just get these numbers through the conventional program. Okay, so we have, and let's say the interest rate is 5%, amortized 30 years. Months paid is $360 because that would be the full term of the loan. The first trust deed is going to be $320,000. So the payment every month is $17.82. Now, one thing that we can do with this program is to put an additional payment for a principal pay down. So here it says additional payments plus or minus. Let's say they want to make a $400 a month extra payment. That's going to bring the number of months needed to pay it down to $239. We put in 0 here for additional payments. It takes $360, and they're going to pay $298,421 in interest. $298,421 in interest. If they make an extra $400 payment, they're going to pay $185,826 in interest. So now you can show these people what the difference is between the interest that they will pay over the term of the loan. So we take our $298,421 minus $185,826, and you have $112,595. That's how much they'll save if they can possibly manage to keep this $400 a month going every month until they pay it off in 239 months. That's an interesting thing to show with the amortization program. Another thing, and this might go kind of fast, another thing that you can do with this program is to solve for the sales price. If you get somebody who comes in and says, I want my P&I payment to be $1,000 a month, what does my loan amount have to be? Well, assuming we have, let's say, 5.5% interest, 30 years, months paid, we can just have 1. That's all that's necessary to show this answer. We're going to put in 0 for the first trust deed. They want to pay $1,000. So we put the $1,000 in here, showing us that their loan needs to be $176,122 in order to give them a $1,000 payment. Now, if we wanted to take this and do a printout of it, we'd put our $360 in here. And we go here to charts. Go to amortization chart or amortization schedule. Months intervals to print. You could put 1 month and you would show your client the story at the end of every month. How much interest, how much principal, how much is the balance due. Next month, how much interest, how much principal, how much is the balance due. I'm going to say let's put in 12 so that we can show the client at the end of each year how much they've paid in interest, how much in principal, and how much is the balance due. Month of first payment, let's say January, let's leave it 1, and year of first payment, 2009. Okay, here comes the printout. I'll make this a little bit smaller, but I'll also put a PDF file for you to take a look at and be able to see. So here we have amortization schedule, conventional loan. The loan was amortized 30 years at $176,122. The payment every month was $1,000. Of that $1,000 during the first year, every month you made a payment of $1,000. Interest was 802. Principal was 197. Total of the interest during that year was 9,627. The principal was 2,372. The total paid was 12,000, giving us a balance of 173,749. Now this will take one page to show the whole 30 years, all the way down to, and you can see here where very little goes to interest and much more goes to principal. As the time goes by, you see the switch between how much goes to principal and how much goes to interest. Remember, we were also able to do every month. So let me go ahead and make this smaller for you to see it. This is going to take 9 pages. See it right here? One of 9 pages to show January. We've got 807 to interest, principal, total interest, total principal, total paid, and balance due. Next month, a little bit less to interest. Next month, a little bit less to interest, a little bit more to principal, and so on. So you can do it either way, where you go every 12 months. You could even do every 60 months if you wanted to show somebody the story at the end of 5 years. They would know, okay, this is where I stand at the end of 5 years if they were maybe planning on selling in 5 years. So that's what the amortization program can do. Of course, it can do much more. I wanted to give you a quick look. Remember, you can do additional payments for your principal pay down. You can solve for the loan amount by putting in 0 for the loan and then putting in your payment that you want, and I will give you the loan that needs to be. And then you can print out the whole schedule of the month by month, or year by year, or 5 years by 5 years, up to you. Any questions? Don't hesitate to call. Let me know if you're enjoying these. I've been hearing from a few people. I really do appreciate that. Also, let me know what else you might want to see in these tutorials. I'm more than happy to cover any of the programs that you are interested in learning more about. Thank you.